The member for Paterson.
Thanks, Deputy Speaker. And on speaking for today's matter of public importance, I couldn't help but note where the opposition says the government's failure to build infrastructure and support regional industries, which are the engine room of the national economy. Now, one thing I do agree on, that the regions, by and large, are most definitely the engine room of the national economy. But in relation to our government not supporting infrastructure and regional jobs and businesses, I just want to talk about my own seat, and statistics, I feel, support this argument pretty well when we're talking about the regions. And my seat, the seat of Paterson, is most definitely a regional area. In the reporting period from the 1st of June 2022, remembering that there was an election just preceding that, to the 30th of June this year, so our first 12 months, I had a 12.8% population growth across that 3-year period within that spectrum, and I have in my electorate 175,578 people. We've got 15,473 businesses and nearly 800 new ones in that 12-month reporting period. So it is true that people are flocking to our regional areas, and it's not just because they are places of immense beauty. It's not just because they are places where you can get a good job, whether it be in mining, whether it be in heavy industry, whether it be in tourism, whether it be in some of the really cutting-edge novel businesses that our growers, our farmers are getting involved with. There is so much opportunity in the regions, and I think that's why I feel so affronted by this argument today that says our government is not backing the regions. In my own electorate, we have in excess of $3.5 billion that has been put to infrastructure on roads alone. This incorporates over $2 billion with a B for the M1 motorway that takes a bypass around Raymond Terrace, and that has just been such a battle to get, quite frankly. I've been here for just over 7 years, and I can tell you for the last 7 years, I and my colleagues have fought for this piece of road to be funded and finally built. And that has happened, and I couldn't be prouder of that. Also, we've been working on Raymond Terrace to Karuah, upgrades to the Newcastle Airport, and I couldn't be prouder of that piece of infrastructure that this government has backed in. Not only did we strengthen the runway at the Newcastle Airport, we also have built a new terminal, and when you go to Newcastle now, there is this amazing facility being built. We're going to be an international airport. Again, this is our government backing in the regions. We are going to create good jobs, well-paying jobs in regions like mine, in the Hunter region, for decades to come. Our government has also committed $2 billion to deliver thousands of new homes for people, whether they be social homes, whether they be more affordable homes across the regions. And since being sworn in, the Albanese Labor government has made a profound commitment to close that urban-rural divide. And I actually get really upset when we pit places in Australia against each other, because not all of us can live in a city, and not everyone wants to. But in the same token, people who live in the regions, we love visiting our cities. Cities are great places, and I really do get sick of this worn-out old cliche where people say, oh, it's, city versus the bush. No, it actually isn't, and this is where you've got it all wrong. I will take that interjection. It is not the city versus the bush at all. It is time in Australia where we all work together. We need people from the cities to be joining our regional areas.
Time has expired. I'm giving the call to the member for Mallee.